Good evening, all you worms. Anybody who may pop in. Um, we felt like, we tried to do this the other day and it didn't go real well. As you can see, I've changed the settings a little bit on our screen. We've got an actual reaction video kind of set up now for these instances. Just to preface what's going on here, I have been watching a lot of reaction videos from some big gamers on this exact video. And I've seen it a few times, so technically this isn't a reaction so much as a call to arms. And what I see from these big gamers, and they'll remain nameless because I'm not going to talk a bunch of shit about anyone in particular, is they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, for starters. So that's number one. Two of them, in fact, didn't even know what Star Citizen was and weren't aware that Squadron 42 and Star Citizen are basically the same thing until they're halfway through the video. And my guess is they're looking it up on another screen. All I say is, do your research, guys, please. It doesn't take long and it doesn't take a lot of work. Secondly, I saw a news article from Unilad Tech. They like to do this every fucking year, by the way. Go back and look. Every year they come up with a new one for Squadron 42 and Star Citizen. Screaming it's a scam and all of the players are so angry and fuck Chris Roberts and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so a couple of things to get this party started. I have been playing Star Citizen since November of 2015. I believed in the project then, and I believe in it now. From a gamer's perspective, I have watched Star Citizen take the CryEngine programs, break them down to their base elements, and create an entirely new program out of it, and then upgrade it even more to become Star Engine. I have seen Chris Roberts and his teams do some pretty amazing things with this. Is some of it lacking? Yes. Is it in alpha still? Yes. The average AAA video game costs about anywhere from $2.6 to $3.4 million to make. Takes on average 6 years to release. And you see it only when it's done. And then it's 90% of the time it's garbage. Still crashes, still glitches, still you have very limited movement. You have cutscenes, you have painted backgrounds to your gameplay area. You have limited maps. You have, the list goes on and on. And those of you that actually play games will definitely understand what we're talking about. Good evening, Randy. We're just hopping in. I'm glad to see you're here. So, the fact that Star Citizen has taken 10 years now, 2012, so really about 13 years, $800 million. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for any game. But they're doing things that no other game has ever done. And, well, I'm just sick and tired of hearing it. I think Unilad Tech can go back and go right about, some of these other games that were release dates of 2023, 2024 and never made it to light. There are a number of AAA games that were supposed to be released between 2022 and 2024, and they fell into the cracks, and I don't see anybody bitching about that. So, yeah, we're willing to wait. And we're willing to wait because we see progress. You play progress in this game. It's not just... When I started, you could go into your hangar. You could get up in your ships. They didn't have consoles. There was nothing worked. All you could do was walk around your hangar, essentially. That was the game. So from where it was in November of 2015 to where it is now, breathtaking. And for those of you that want to make the argument that it's a scam and it'll never be released and yada, 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 come on. Come on. This is your hour and change to do that. So get your ass in here and make a logical argument. Don't come in here and be a schmutz. Okay? So with that said, we are going to get started. This is Squadron 42's initial gameplay movie. And I call it a movie. It's only an hour and 60 minutes long. And you will see gameplay from a dev point of view. But it's really an interesting introduction for a lot of people. So, roll on one.
Personally, I've never seen this for any other game.
I know, and this is, they all make trailers.
Sure.
They all make
like 15 minutes max, right?
And this is not the first one. There are multiples out there for different levels of the development they've been going through.
Yeah.
It's also going to show some of the big names that are involved, and they got their checks cleared. So
it's not about piloting the most cutting-edge ships, or traveling to the farthest reaches of the universe, forging connections that will last your entire life, fighting to protect your home and loved one.
And for the record, this is how you start the game. Now, the original idea that Chris Roberts had was that you would go into a bathroom. You would choose a male or female bathroom, and that chose your character. And then you would look in the mirror and make your character in the mirror, and then you would come out, that would be your character. This is a completely different, it's much more streamlined, it's much better. And you also have to create a beneficiary.
Or even learning what you're truly capable of. Those are just the perks. I'm Commander Ryan Enright. I fly Navy.
That's Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill actually reached out to them and said, I really want to be part of this. And it's really interesting that in the spoiler alert, in the preview they're going to show, his wingman is named Kyle. Superman, basically. I thought it was awesome. Now, Henry Cavill's a huge gamer, big Warhammer fan, has been since he was just a wee tot.
Hey, maybe the Kyle that was playing with this is really...
That would be awesome.
Oh, that was elite.
Yeah, I would love to run into him here. So here you're going to choose your training levels, the requirements you have. Basically, you're signing up for the Navy here. So once you start your application, you've got to indicate your competency. This dev went with the highest, and your home world, and then your details and your emergency contact. Your emergency contact is actually your beneficiary, and if you look closely when they're writing a letter to their emergency contact in the game, it's actually to that contact. Mm-hmm. So it's not just some schmuck plug-in name in the letter. It's the name you chose. Now, for this particular instance,
I assumed you talked to all rookies that way.
I assumed he talked to all the rookies that way.
But I think they're going to expand that some because you can do so much in your character creation already.
Right.
Randy, you're going to have to give us your input on this as we go.
Feel free to chime in anytime. We can pause at any time. Have you seen this before, Randy? It's pretty cool.
Archangel 6, come in.
Go for 6.
I'm getting a faint contact on bearing 287. You picking that up?
Yeah, got it. Scanning now.
I still don't understand why anybody
We're clear.
doing a
Commercial
scam.
vessel out of Vega
This
3.
kind of work into
Reminding them that
this.
civilian traffic is restricted under lockdown.
That is an incredible point. That's all you need to blow away the whole it's a scam argument. Who sinks this kind of money and 3 countries worth of facilities
Right. Hires big name actors.
into something that's a scam?
Yeah.
Yes, is Chris Roberts reaching beyond his grasp? Maybe, but so far he's proven he can reach it.
But so do a lot of people starting out.
Yep.
Reach well beyond, people left at Tesla too.
Yeah, they really did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Told him he was crazy.
Yeah.
Would have called him a scam if he'd been around today.
Yep.
Copy that.
Archangel. Archangel. This is Krugeri.
Come back, Gary.
Redirect to sector 7 Bravo Echo for immediate tasking.
Copy that. On our way.
I think the graphics are really cool.
The graphics are insane. This is what Star Engine does. It started life as CryEngine, and they completely tore it apart and rebuilt it. And this is the result. This is Star Engine. The fact that you won't find a cutscene anywhere in this game, it's both good and bad. The good news is there is no cutscene. You don't have to worry about it.
038. Copy that. Adjusting heading now.
The bad news is all the little mundane stuff you have to do in life, you still have to do it. You have to fly to the surface, you have to walk around, you have to do
Understood.
it.
Stand by for further orders.
Randy, can you hear us and the game?
All flanks. Bishop wants to lose formation on that battle so we don't clump up. Copy that.
We turn it down from here.
I did. I certainly did. I could hardly hear you.
So if you'll notice the character that he created in the beginning,
Okay, good.
look at the name badge on this guy. This is the character he created.
I know I just wrote you. But a couple of hours ago, proximity sensors on the other side of the jump got twigged and went dark.
And if you'll
The
look
word
at
is it might be that clan that we've been battling.
from him to Chris Roberts,
Yeah.
which is what he listed as his emergency contact.
Right.
So it's incorporating all the information you give it directly into the game.
Guess that last fight didn't scare them off quite like we all hoped it would. Honestly, we've been out here so long, I don't know what to pull for anymore. I just wanted to let you know. I'll write as soon as I can. Stay safe.
What's the point of a beneficiary?
Well,
In case you die in battle.
the original plan was that if you were to die a permanent death, there's a soft death and a permanent death. This was the original plan. In soft death, you would come back, but once you reach a certain point, your body's wore out, and you hard death. Once you hard death, you come back, but you come back as your beneficiary. And you pay a death fee and a body recovery fee and all that stuff from what you inherit, being the ships and the, hey baby, and all that good stuff. And then you would play on, and reputation was vitally important, because if my first character was a known dirty ass pirate, everybody would assume my beneficiary is going to follow in my footsteps.
Right.
And if you wanted to change that, you could, but you'd have to work twice as hard to do it.
Right.
I think they've probably
Good challenge.
streamlined that down a little bit,
Right.
so it's not quite so complex. They are simplifying a lot of this first step stuff lately.
They still love it, but you know, very sick today. So she goes
half a dose. Hey everybody, it's Scully.
Never gets old, does it?
Sir,
Eddie's.
Gillian Anderson, yeah.
Gillian Anderson.
I used to do the same thing when I was first coming up.
The interesting part is in this
Post up to
game,
the flight deck whenever I could to
her
watch the
character is
launches.
actually the daughter of Admiral Bishop, Gary Oldman's character.
Have you seen the F-8s up close?
no, sir.
The thing's a beast. Nimble, too.
12 maneuvering thrusters and 3 mains. It sure sounds like it. Sir.
I love how he just looks kind of scared.
Captain McLaren to the bridge. Captain McLaren to the bridge.
I saw you apply to the flight academy again.
Yes, sir.
Keep your head up. Took me a couple times before I got in.
Thank you, sir.
Nobody making a scam game or a sham game puts this kind of money into mocap and writing and, I mean, no.
All gunners. Katie Gear, report to your turret. Repeat, all gunners to your turrets.
John Rhys Davies is in there. Mark Hamill, everybody knows he's in there. And there are a lot of other very large name actors. So you start your career as a gunner on a Navy vessel.
I talked to Watkins in logistics and he said the recon team was wiped out.
Really? Then why are we sitting here? Van Dulan's stupid. If they know we know, they would have hit us by now.
Hey, they can take as much time as they want. The longer they wait, more of a chance the 42s will get back.
Well, they can hit whenever.
Hey, there you are.
Hey,
Where's your helmet?
can't gun without it.
Come on.
Rookie mistake. I gotta get to my turret. Got to go up.
Has to get his helmet.
He's got to go to his locker and get his stuff.
Jacobs told me the Vandal tried to board ships.
But that would be you. You're the player. You have to go to your locker and get your stuff. This is from the player's point of view at this point.
Right.
I heard we aren't getting any reinforcements.
I've got to send them through, right? We've been getting tuned up for weeks.
It's this Polo Initiative.
I love that they have conversations going on, different conversations going on all over the place.
Right.
Winslow and the Banshee told me they got denied on extra.
Everybody's kind of doing their own thing.
Almost like the suits on Earth 1 attack. Maybe we should oblige you, you know. The government offers the
It's a good little sci-fi movie.
Yeah, basically, this would be life on a Navy ship.
Have you heard about this show, Lost Squad?
Were they seriously doing another show about the fall of Caliban?
Yeah, it's pretty comfy. Not exactly private, but comfy.
Supposedly out next year.
You're not gonna get privacy.
Maybe not.
I'll need you to be a big sister to him. Okay? Take him to Lake Perry. He's old enough. And teach him.
This guy's sending a letter home because he thinks it's going to be his last time out. I mean, he's basically giving instructions to his family. I mean, that's pretty deep shit. That's good writing. That's what that is. And that's something else. And we talk through the whole thing, of course. And part of the reason is because we're reacting to it for you. Another part is I'm trying to give pertinent, real information about it. Is it perfect? No. Is it cool? Fuck yes. Third and foremost is the copyright thing. This video will be copyright tagged, boom, boom, boom. Most reaction videos have that problem. I don't care. I do believe that the writing and the dialogue in this is on par with a movie.
Absolutely. I mean, you watched a reaction video from a professional director.
Correct.
And he really liked it.
He loved it, but one thing that made me upset about him was that
he was missing out on the personal aspect.
he wasn't listening to the dialogue. He was looking at lighting and camera angles, and that's all well and good. I don't know the first fucking thing about that.
And that was what he was looking for.
Yeah, but from my perspective,
from that perspective, well done. Right?
Very well done, and it looks very realistic. It's very immersive for the player. But my end is the dialogue, the people. You can see different behaviors and different personalities, and it's just like you're filming a group of damn people. Yep. They are the #1 threat. Nasty bugs.
Not as hard to say as the thyroids are.
Thyroids. Really dangerous as the thyroids.
Hey. All set? Hey, you get any sleep last night? Yeah, me neither.
No, just put you down.
I'm guessing this is your buddy, Marcus. As you can see up in the corner, it's optional to follow him. You don't have to.
I guess as you learn the game, you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, bad news. I heard Goofy was assigned to your rig for this last shift, so brace yourself. Your controls are gonna be screwed.
Gave him the nickname Goofy. I love that.
This is Captain McLaren. Sitcon upgraded to orange. All reserve personnel get to your stations.
Looks like this could be it. Hey, good luck. See you up there.
You got it.
God damn it, Goofy, get the hell out of there! So glad you could join us. I want you calibrated and ready to fire in 5, here?
And there's where the player sits. In the beginning, this is not something you do the entire game.
It's very
I don't know how the hell Goofy uses this thing with those settings. I'm just gonna do a full reset so you can get operational. Just follow the on-screen instructions for the calibration program. Stand by. Start with tracking. Since we're out here hunting a Vandal clan, I'll load up one of their ships for you to follow.
I love how they made it the other guy's fault.
Yeah.
And that gives you the opportunity to learn the controls.
Yeah. That was well played.
Very well played.
Creative.
All right. You should be all set for controlling your turret. Next up, I'll test your firing mechanics. The system projects simulated rounds, so don't worry about friendly fire.
Bounty hunting, Randy. That's pretty cool.
Be good. Last thing we need to do is verify your targeting. I'll load up a larger Vandal ship for you to practice targeting specific parts of the enemy.
target, different systems.
Areas. You get more points, does more damage.
Yeah.
In certain areas.
Okay, your targeting is tracking solid, so that should do it. Check in the other gunners, and they seem to be up as well.
Gunners.
Everyone up? Marcus, test your tilt. System says it's ticking.
Totally wanted to be a gunner.
Moving out, sir. Seems fine to me.
Good. All right, people. Eyes open, mouths shut.
Any idea what's happening, sir?
You covering your sector and staying off comms. At least that's what should be happening.
My money's still on the drill.
What'd I just say?
Sorry, sir.
About time.
Shut up.
That dude needs to learn how to shut
Shut
up.
up.
Oh man.
Attention, Second Fleet. This is Admiral Bishop. For 6 months now, we have faced an elusive enemy determined to see the Empire burn and every human with it. There have been battles. There have been losses. Each and every one of you has proven yourself time and again, but today I must ask for more. Today, we fight one last battle. Advanced recon indicates the entire Vandal fleet has just entered the system. This means a kingship is headed our way.
Pause. What do you mean a little hiccup?
His face morphed. So it was just a graphics hiccup there. But again, it's a work in progress. That is probably the only graphics hiccup I remember seeing in this entire thing. And this is a lot of graphics computed.
Guess I didn't notice it.
Yeah, his face warped a couple of times. And what's funny is people will jump on that and go, see, they can't even get a face right.
Compared to like how it is, right?
Motherfucker, please. Look
But
at the
you
computing
know there
power.
are trolls on the internet that just want to knock shit.
Yeah.
You know.
But Unilad is really pathetic for doing what they do.
Yeah, that's sad. Like, but hopefully Roberts has an answer.
Now, some of you
Oh yeah, a gang that works
will not survive today,
and spanks everything they've got.
but there will be no time for sorrow. We will have to grieve for them later. Because 2 billion souls in this system hang in the balance.
Yes, you can stand on the surface.
There should
look
be no
up,
illusions
and
about
if
what
you know
we're
where
up
to look, you will see stations up there.
In the history of the UEE, a kingship has entered human space a handful of times. Battle of Orion, Siege of Tiber, the fall of Caliban. But we are the Second Fleet. History will remember us differently. We will not have to worry about it being kind.
I can't remember his name though.
Because today, we will define ourselves through our actions. We will not lose the system. We will not fall back. We will win because we have to. We fight today. So in 40 years from now, when you're surrounded by everything and everyone you hold dear, and they ask, what did you do in the Battle of Vega? You can look them in the eye and say, I held the line. Men and women of the Second Fleet, I am proud to stand with you today.
Goosebumps.
Good luck.
That's up there with Independence Day, buddy. That's
good.
I like this.
Nice speech.
Any word from the recon team?
Not yet.
Let's get into position.
God, those carriers are massive. F-7A Hornets.
Feel free to comment at any time, Randy. Any questions?
Absolutely.
Any comment at all.
I love the launch system they have. That's really cool. That was well thought out. That's a nice futuristic pull on the catapult system aircraft carrier used today.
Bishop's in that thing.
Bishop's in the large carrier.
Then all around there.
All the other battleships, various other ships, capital ships, hammerheads, Polarises.
We didn't do trivia tonight because tonight's special.
Yep. See, one thing the other guy pointed out was the music change.
Yeah.
That's when you know the bad guy's coming in.
Yeah.
Makes it very
Fleet,
formidable.
hold fire until my mark.
So that's another thing you take for granted, like the music work is good, the sound work.
The score is insane. The score in a movie really undermines and drives home the emotion of the moment in the movie.
Have you ever seen a movie with the score taken out? It changes the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Like
It would.
I've seen imagine this scene without the score, and they'll take it out, and you're like, it changes that whole thing.
Star Wars was actually a really big one for that.
God,
If you take the music out of Star Wars, it is so much less emotionally pulling.
Yeah. I mean, it's something we take for granted.
Yeah, because it's always meant to be in the background.
Yeah.
But it sets that tone. It's insane how effective it is. And their use of it in this game is just phenomenal.
Yeah. And sound is something you guys always talk about here, you and Randy and El Mundo. You love that sound of the game when you're playing.
Oh, absolutely. You got to have all the little sounds to give you that immersive reality.
Right.
Oh. Now, see an interesting point. These ships here, they're called Skytes. We can actually fly them in game.
Oh, cool.
You can own these. These and Glaives, which are slightly larger fighters. They're really fun to fly. The idea is that they're captured and they're retrofitted for human use, because humans normally wouldn't fit in something like this. This is built
This is
for
a
a different
Vandal
race.
ship.
Correct. This is a Vandal light fighter.
I see.
But it's really fun to fly. Really fun.
It reminds me for some reason of a rhinoceros.
That big rhino ship. I like the tension where nobody wants to make the first shot.
Right.
Strip safeties from the Goliath. I have to hit him close. I want him live on launch.
Plan is for each team, you know.
What are they waiting for?
That. There's that shiver down your spine.
Yeah, the Big Mac Daddy.
That is called a king ship. And it dwarfs everything else in the fleet. It's a flying city. It's
this
like
is now becoming an impossible task. How are they going to win this day?
Love the music from the mobile.
I thought it would be bigger.
I love that line. Interesting psychological effect for the people on the crew. You downplay it a little bit, lighten it up.
Don't worry, we still got this.
Yep. Just like in the real Navy, you know, in a situation like this, there's a lot of scared kids on that deck. And they eat people.
Ship's locked, sir. Fleet's ready.
Stand by.
Now it's fixing to get real exciting, so I want to throw this out there. Please remember that the game, this part of the game, is your linear storyline before you enter the Star Citizen universe. So once you complete your Navy work in this, win or lose, doesn't matter. Once you complete your Navy stint, just like in real life, then you move on to civilian life. And depending how well you do in the Navy, it kind of sets you up a little better
so
in civilian life.
You have to end your Navy stint. You
Right,
can't
your
stay
Navy stint is ended when it's over.
Regardless. No matter
Regardless.
what. Okay.
And that moves you into the Star Citizen universe. That's how this is supposed to be set up. You play Squadron 42, you do your Navy tour time, and then once you're released from that contract, you're in Star Citizen as and people in the game will know you're ex-Navy. NPCs will know you're ex-Navy. That's what's so really cool about it. But remember, this is the second fleet, and the game is actually called Squadron 42. So you have to, at this point, when it starts getting kind of nasty, go, well, where is this Squadron 42? How this thing launches those. Just grabs them out. Yeah.
Thousands of babies.
Those are the pawns in the game of chess.
Easily sacrificed.
Fire!
Open up the cannibal bass.
So now as the player, are you shooting with these ships?
You will be once it goes back to your player view. You are a gunner after all. But you have a certain quadrant that you guide, you guard. Each gunner has their own sector. So once they start getting into your sector, guess where you gotta go? You gotta go to work.
Multiple contacts inbound.
Got one! I got one!
Good kill. Come on, people, keep up the pressure. Another wave. Yeah, I see you.
That's your boy Marcus talking. that looks like a blast. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, he's incoming! Get him! Get him! Now that's how you do it!
Yeah, you gotta reload.
You got a health bar there.
Yeah, for your gun. Plus you have one on this side for whatever shit you're targeting.
Stay focused. Tracking enemy sides. Light him up. On! Woo! Target down. Good kill.
See, it's not a matter of just shoot, they blow up. You're knocking pieces off them.
Right.
Good job, Ethan. Scope stick.
Medium fighter.
Gauntlet, I got bogeys I can't shake. I need a brush off. You got your pilot.
There's a pilot there in trouble and
Protect our
he's swinging
fighters.
past you for help.
Tracking target.
That's fucking cool.
Can't hold out much longer. Damn it, gunners, take out those duels. Thanks for the help, Conker. You got it. Get back in there. Will do.
Now more of the cinematics. It's kind of a lull in the fight. I like those lulls because so many games, like a couple of the games that we play, Star Wars Squadrons, things like that.
That's horrible.
It's just a continuous.
Like Warframe.
Warframe is another one. It's just constant and continuous.
And
There's
you don't
no
get a little
lull.
break.
There's nowhere you can catch your breath. And by the time you get about 2/3 of the way through that stuff, it's like your brain is mush. You don't know where to look.
Yeah.
So it's really overwhelming.
Yes, I could see as a watcher, because that's what I do, right? I just watch you play. I enjoy that, but yes, I could imagine if I was playing, I'd be so tense.
Oh, it'd be insane, and it's like never letting up.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So I like the lull. I like the cool down time.
Yeah. Get a second to.
Take a breath, prep yourself, reseat yourself.
Right.
Get ready for what you know is going to be another wave of something harder.
Yeah. That Star Wars Squadron seemed impossible.
Oh my God, that was just too busy. It's a good game, but it's just so fucking
August,
busy.
shift your position back and drift 8 degrees off X-axis. That should bring that Moiler into your field of fire. Corvers, redirect to fill the gap and take those gunboats
I
out
love
integrity.
getting to see that part, where you get to see how he's making these decisions and what his plans are, and then you get to see the ships execute his orders.
Scimitar, your turn to play bait.
Oh, those are badasses. Whoosh. Bitch, please.
Banshee, push forward. Let's see how strong their line is. Raiden, you're their support.
Now, see, one thing you need to understand, you're not on Bishop's ship.
Right.
So you're on the Pegasus, which is a completely different vessel.
Right. Julian Anderson.
That's your commanding officer.
Right, that's all. And she's the daughter of the bishop.
Correct. But my guess is her character is built so that, she holds her own.
Sure.
Multiple impacts, sir.
She's commanding a ship.
Could have been capital
She
ship
must know what
fire.
she's doing.
No, it's too focused. It's more like heavy fighters. Do we have a line on them?
Turrets have been taken out, sir.
Gauntlet, come in.
You're
We
on the
need you to
Gauntlet.
sweep up some fighters on us.
Storyline is good.
On it, sir. Get us in close.
Aye, sir.
You're up, turret gunners. We're guarding Bishop here. Make me proud.
Yes, ma'am. You just want to say yes, ma'am, and fucking kill everything.
I like her character.
Yeah.
I really do.
So now back to you.
Our character's trying to get into the flight academy.
Right, he's been denied a couple of times already.
Copy that.
On it, sir.
Puts himself here.
It's us or them.
One thing you find out is that before all this happened, she wrote a letter of recommendation.
Okay.
Just at this point, you don't know that. I love these explosions. I love the fact that after the explosions, that's something to point out too. You'll notice when these ships explode, there's debris everywhere,
Right.
and it stays there, and it continues moving forward, and it spreads
not
out,
just
and it
disappear.
floats. Yeah, it doesn't just disappear. Like, I love Elite Dangerous, but once you blast a ship in Elite Dangerous, the whole damn thing is just gone.
Yeah,
it's
where's
just
all the debris?
gone. The only thing left is stuff you can snake up.
Right.
Here,
Cargo stuff.
and you're going to get and later on in this, you're going to get a much closer look at these debris fields. But it's just absolutely amazing attention to detail.
How long has this been out?
This has been out for about, I want to say it's like 4 months, 3 or 4 months.
Is this different than the one you showed me like a year or two ago?
Yes,
Okay.
that was the first one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this was a second.
This is the most recent one that was released at CitizenCon this year.
Okay.
Bombers are incoming. Take them out. Tracking's on.
Those are bombing. Oh, those are heavy. And see how it's like in front of you? I love that. It's stuff floating in front of you.
There, got one.
See that little ship flew in front and got in the line of fire and got blown up. It's very three-dimensional. It's not, you got your target and that's it.
Got more Vandu bombers trying to hit the Krug area again. Focus up and take them out.
Friendly fire, you have a friendly fire thing. See? Stuff floats in front of you and you can't fire because it's blocking your target. They don't all blow up the same way.
Outstanding, gunners.
Thank you, sir. Good job, crew.
Broke the wings off. Yeah.
I'm picking up Glaives. Take him out.
It's Batman. I love how they're flying inside of real space flight. They're flying sideways and firing at this other ship. Because there's no air resistance on it. They're doing serious damage to the ship. And you'll notice you're not responsible for every damn one. You've got other gunners taking other shots. Oh. That's nasty.
Did you see that? Oh God.
We'll see how your rounds are hitting the trash in space. That's really cool. Well, that's detailed.
Gotta take out that 100 small turrets.
Got another turret.
And they're not moving fast because they're big.
Right.
But as you can see, stuff is floating between you and it. See, like that round didn't even go anywhere. Do that one. This stuff got in your way.
Lots of stuff, right? Lots of debris here.
You gotta wait and fire.
Got out of here.
Focus, people. We got heavy fighters incoming.
Heavy fighters are a lot harder to take out.
There's too many of them! Waste them.
Yep.
Keep up that fire! Get ready. Corvette's coming around. All gunners, get ready to target the main turret.
There's that big ship again. It's come around in a circle. Oh, it's hitting you.
Marcus!
Is that Marcus?
And Marcus is dead.
Take out that main turret.
Yep.
One of my guns is down.
All gunners, take out that turret. Still in charge right now. We won't survive another hit.
Turret down!
Tracking multiple inbound boarding spikes. Target and
Boarding
eliminate.
spikes.
We should get the hell out of here.
Those are boarding spikes. So they're trying to get on board
I need
now.
help.
Oh! That was you.
Oh
no. You shot out a boarding spike, but it swiveled off to and hit your turret. Looks like she's got turrets.
Made planetfall. Copy. Forward inventors onto the ground forces.
So some of the ships made landfall.
Appreciate it. Could really just do with some fire cleanup. We're taking multiple hits.
335, break engagement and support.
Sir, reading now. Charging main guns, prepping for full spread.
What you gonna do, Bishop? What you gonna do?
This is a problem.
Any effects on target?
Countdown. Hostile captured, bearing down on us. Copy that. Raiders inbound.
Flight ops. Scramble any available support ships to pick up survivors. This thing is chewing us up, sir.
Break engagement with this destroyer. Align for a run on the King ship.
Weapons. I'm gonna need you to cook up a firing solution on that King ship. Hit him with everything we got.
So, all of our weapons even focused?
Have to do something. Right, Mr. Krause? The Van Duel aren't gonna blow themselves up.
Yes, sir.
Wait, next time we take a hit, drop our shields an extra 30%.
Hear that, Shields?
Sir.
Navigation.
Sir.
Make it look like
Just
it's
heading.
almost dead in the water.
Yeah.
10 degrees port.
That's a smart move.
Let's get their attention.
Let them get a little cocky. That's when they make a mistake. I love being able to see both sides. Their teeth get dry. I love that. Notice the second in command is like, you need to be careful, something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy in charge is like, really? You want to act like a pussy now? Huh? It must take a lot of energy to fire their main weapon because they don't go to it every time. That weapon's devastating enough.
Second shield generator's down, sir. Starboard 4 exposed. Sir?
Hit them again.
Waiting on you, Mr. Krause.
They're gonna kill us.
Getting power spikes. And charging up the main gun. I guess you got their attention.
Those are spikes. Makes you wonder who he's talking to, huh?
Yeah.
Check out the board. Guess who's been hiding the whole time? You gotta love it.
5 seconds out to the fray.
There he is.
Form up, Cal. You got point.
Copy that. Tally's on me.
That's right, baby.
Echo flight, prep for boost.
Yeah. Those are all tallies, man. They're all big, heavy bombers.
Let's say hi.
All copy. Tubs at the ready. Stand by for lock.
Torpedo guns.
Copy, Doug. You can cover, I can make a run at that shield, Jenny.
Copy. Hey, Rover, take Charlie and Delta and screen up those fighters. Mabel, Bug, you're in main. They'll be running a double switchback.
Copy that. Charlie's maintain vector. I'll clear you a shot.
Got it. All echoes, stay on the ball.
Light 'em up.
Look out.
Cal, I don't think your ship's got the firepower to take that emitter out.
You might be right.
This is a absolutely beautiful movie.
Shield soften up.
I love the translation.
Yeah.
It's rusty.
Really cool.
I have seen this.
Shields up! Report!
You've seen this
Shields are
because
holding.
I actually showed this
Barely.
to you on the big screen.
That shot took out our main thrusters.
No, not us, them.
The King ship shields are down.
Yes! We don't celebrate until they're dead.
Hit him. Hit him.
You'll notice they don't just blow up.
Right. And one of them gets away.
Yep. This is actually their ship's tripled. It wasn't like a, oh, we win the day thing. I like it because you can tell that at that moment, the head honcho there, you know, Curry,
Yeah.
he realized that his guy was right. He got blinded by the possibility that he was just going to annihilate the big ships and forgot to look on the sides, basically.
King ship's headed right for us.
Can we evade?
Shot took out the main thruster, sir. I'm trying to get the auxiliaries online.
Getting a rapid increase in the King ship's energy signature. Looks like they're trying to go critical.
Even if we dodge, we won't get clear of the blast range on auxiliary alone. Attention, fleet. This is Admiral Bishop. You are ordered to immediately withdraw. I repeat, withdraw. All non-essential personnel are dismissed to abandon ship. If you want to volunteer to stay, we can sure use your help.
And nobody moves.
All right. Tell the gunners to concentrate all the power they got. Maybe we can take out this King ship before it hits us.
Yes, sir. Logistics. I want every ounce of juice pumped into those guns. If we don't need it to breathe or shoot, I don't want it.
And I love that view from the... You see everything. I mean, look at all this stuff floating too. I mean, it's just... That's insane. That looks like there has been this massive battle.
Right.
Most games, all that would be gone. Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I love this part. Bodies.
Yeah.
It's insane. You really feel like you're there. Aid stick. Basically, it's
you can see his sight is clear.
Yeah, it's a combination of drugs.
I think I can crouch into that.
When you get hit with that and start citizen, hit yourself with that, you actually get a little fuzzy for a minute because it's a massive fusion of drugs and painkillers.
Let's go! Ah! Shit! Ah!
Guys are about 7.5 feet tall, and they're vicious. And the Vandal are a nomad society, so that King ship is
Hey, hold the door!
And the assholes didn't hold the door. Yep.
I need to find another way out of here.
Mapping system still needs some work, but it's not bad at this. Mapping it around immediate dangers.
All personnel evacuate ship.
Structural dangers. There's the beds. say you did. Yep. I love that this is your tutorial because you can learn how to do a lot of different stuff. Like steal someone's login information.
What you got a pin for?
Well, systems are locked down for only this. I don't know. It's habit. I love that you gotta wipe the water off your screen.
Come on, man. Get through the door, seal it. Not so basic, no. Just go. Now.
Start you
Yeah, there's a body on it. It's gonna be kind of hard. Ah, finally we get a gun. Take his ammo. So that's the great thing about this game is that everything you want to do in a game, you've got in one game. First person shooter, exploration, all this other stuff. But first person shooter in zero gravity is very interesting, I'll tell you that from experience. Because you do move backwards when the gun fires.
Yeah, I bet.
Wearing armor. Hand-to-hand combat. It's kind of rudimentary right now. We do have lethal and non-lethal hand takedowns now. So we can actually sneak up on people and kill them. Or knock them out.
Alert. Fire detected.
You'll notice his health is in fact going down.
Room locking down. Repeat. Room locking down.
Now he's locked in another room. So, yep, in order to get out of the room, you gotta put the fire out. The system won't let the doors open otherwise. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Because in a real ship, you'd contain that fire to an area.
Exactly. You would want to keep that fire contained to one compartment.
Yeah. Instead of spreading.
And this brings up another interesting point. One of the things they're doing in Star Citizen right now, and they've got a lot of bugs to it, but is repairs. Ship components will break down over time.
Right. Just like any car.
You've got to change circuits. You've got to change other components. You've got to repair them. You've got to replace them. If I'm flying along and one of my systems goes out and I don't have a fuse to replace the one that burned up, well, I got to fly somewhere to get one. But they have their multi-tool, which has a thing on it where you can actually pull materials from salvageable ships, store it, and then if your ship gets a hole in it or something, you can actually float out there in zero gravity and repair that to some extent. It's limited when you're doing hand repairs, and then that gets you where you're going. So a lot of this is really going to come into play with this. Your ship will break down no matter what ship you have in game.
Systems back online.
And I love that he's going through this and you're not trying to pick up all this crap. You know? So that when you're halfway there, your inventory's full. He almost hit you.
Breach detected. Depressurizing.
That's bad. Yep, and that's what would happen. Ooh.
Sealing suit.
He's running out of oxygen. He got a leak in his suit. Alright, couldn't grab that one. Just keep floating away. It's shivering. Can you hear it? Because it's cold.
Oh yeah, because it's so cold.
Now you're stuck outside of all the ships in the middle of a firefight. That's impressive. And you'll notice that where you're going isn't a straight line because there's too much stuff floating around. It's in the way. You enjoying the show, Odin? Look at that. And I love how you're just a small cog. Everything's still going on around you. At this point, you are an irrelevant cog. You may as well be dead. This is what would be happening if you were. But of course, the idea is not to die. You'll notice that to launch to your next piece, once you launch, you're stuck floating in that direction, so you've got a straight line. You can't curve in space because you don't have those thrusters and stuff like we do in the game right now. It's a straight line. Once you start in one direction, that's the direction you're going. I think that's part of why it takes so many jumps to get back where it's trying to get to. Twist like this, but you can't turn. Time his oxygen's going down. Look at that. I love that. Body's floating. That would have been a happy little shortcut. That's a hammerhead. It's beautiful. Just goes right over the top of you. See how this thing moved when he got on it? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Notice he bumped that. Very realistic. I mean, there's a lot of thought into this. Can you imagine going through this, seeing your buddies floating there? Are you with me?
Warning, oxygen low.
Little drops of blood in the air. That's cool. That's a happy little addition.
Pressurizing. Pressurized.
Gravity online.
Go into the bridge.
Thought I was the only one left.
So did I.
Look, I need your help with something. Follow me.
We're running low on power, so we have to reroute our energy from our shields to our thrusters to change direction.
This is so cool. You're like interacting directly with her.
Take a seat. I need you to steer the ship.
Yeah, what's left of
Time
it.
for your first piloting lesson.
That's Freya whimpering.
We're setting a new course. For that. Ready?
Shields
Go.
offline. Maneuvering systems online.
You see the ship doesn't jerk and move fast at all. It's so big that it can't. Get it.
Come on!
It takes a minute for it to set its course. She's gonna ram the king ship.
Good. Good. Hold that. Shifting power back to shields.
Shields on.
Engaging autopilot.
Corvus! I ordered you to fall back!
Can't do that. You're dead in the water and we can help.
The situation's under control. You ought to reverse!
You can't kill it. Not before it takes you out. We are boarded and burning. This is the only way.
Well, lock your course and get off that thing. Both of you, clear?
Aye, aye.
Rachel!
I will. Damn it.
And that's a problem.
about to have company. I've got to try and divert as much energy as I can to the engines. So I'm gonna need you to hold them off. Go now.
Yes, sir.
Collecting ammo.
Life support and lag are offline. Disabling safeties on the reactor to boost some extra juice. Here they come!
Where are they coming from, though?
Incoming!
Shit, they're fast.
Keep it up. Another breach!
See, you don't have infinite ammo. Should be tasked with a very interesting choice soon. She saved your ass on that one.
We're doing good. We've got more tool coming!
Danger. Hit shield 25%.
Nice work.
His health is down to 28%.
Warning. Collision imminent.
Almost finished here.
Okay, see that little tab right there?
Yeah.
That's the amount of drugs that he has on board after taking those meds.
Right.
His health is up to 100, but this will eventually die off. But as of right now, that will affect the way your character behaves. The more of that you have on board. I mean, we can already get drunk in game. If you go to the bar and drink enough of them, boy, you get fuzzy-eyed.
Right.
So that will affect it as well.
I could let them.
System offline.
The escape pod door is jacked. I need you to manually override the door. Give me your rifle. I'll cover you. I just need a minute to finish up here. What's the status on the door?
You got a hand cranking to get it open.
We're good. Down!
Oh, right through the head.
Captain.
Ah, shit.
Sir.
Don't argue. Just do me a favor. Give this to Bishop. Tell him it's all gonna be okay. Tell him it was a good trip.
Warning. Collision imminent.
Get the hell out of here.
Warning. Impact.
Alright, so your decision now.
Warning. Impact.
You can go.
Warning. Impact.
Or take her with you.
I said get out of here.
No, I'm not leaving you. do solemnly pledge, mind and body, I will defend the Empire with my life.
Your application to the Flight Academy has been reconsidered. Captain McLaren had submitted a letter of recommendation on your behalf before the battle.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You're safe.
Some of the things you'll have to face and do.
We may be a small crew, but the work we do matters.
Welcome to the Stanton. I'm Eugene Morrow.
I'm Petty Officer Webster, Chief Mechanic.
This will be your new home.
We got you flying with Lieutenant Commander Colton. He's one of our best.
Sir?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your new wingman, sir. The name's...
You want me to learn your name? You live long enough for me to care.
Baron Actual, you're clear to launch.
Launching in 3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah. I will be Luke fucking Skywalker's wingman. Absolutely. I know that shit. I fly one of those. Gladiator? I've got one. I fly it for all solo fighter missions. It's a light fighter. Technically, I think it's a medium fighter. I'm not sure. So, what do you think?
Well, I mean, everything I said in the beginning holds true. Like, you're not going to invest this kind of energy and time and quality into a scam.
That would be the most expensive scam in history, and you wouldn't make anything.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the stupidest scam ever, right?
That would just be stupid.
Yeah.
The bad side of things, yeah, it's taking a long time. But if people would take the time to research it, they'll see that the very beginning, Stanton is the system we started with. It took forever to get Stanton. Pyro came a little bit quicker. There are 2 more jump points in Stanton. Nix is going to be the next one. It's going to be even quicker. And then after that, things are going to start just smoothing out. And these systems are just going to get added and added and added and added and added.
This is something we discussed too offline. Maybe yesterday. In the last few days we discussed this. Elite Dangerous. And I bring that game up because gameplay's similar, right? And I think fans of Elite could be fans of this and vice versa. Started in what year?
1984.
1984.
As a pixel game, basically.
And as of today, almost 40 years later, actually probably more than 40 years, 41 years later, you still have glitches.
Yep, we still have, those of you who play, I'm sure you're familiar with Sidewinder. That orange Sidewinder is a crash in the game that happens quite often. And there are some others.
And there are some frustrations in that game, but those who love the game still love the game. They're willing to overlook the little glitches and the little frustrations because for the love of the game, they enjoy it enough to overlook those things. Star Citizen, I don't see as any different, except for the fact that it hasn't had 40 years under its belt yet.
Exactly. That's a really good point. Most people say, oh, you don't go 15, 20 years before you have a release date. Well, how would you know that? Because most AAA games keep it quiet until the
it's
end.
time to release.
They're telling you within 18 months to 2 years, we're going to release this awesome ass game. By then,
They've
it's
already got
completed.
15 years in.
Yeah, they've got 10, 12 years into the development.
Yeah.
Plus, they have the development from all their other games that they're borrowing bits and pieces to put into the new one.
Right.
Starfield is a great game. Starfield took Bethesda a long goddamn time to make.
Yeah.
And that was once we knew about it.
Right.
How long was it before we knew about it? They're not going to tell you that.
Right. So Star Citizens did something a little different, a little more unique.
We got to join the game at the same point that all the developers joined the game. And we get to play it through all its test phases. Yes, we bought a ship for the opportunity to test the game. But really, it's really neat to be a part of it.
Well, in your community.
Oh, absolutely.
There's-
2 million plus strong.
There you go. I mean, come on. Too many people play it for it to be a scam.
So since none of the trolls wanted to come in here and make a logical argument as to why it's a scam,
Maybe they'll make comments on the YouTube video.
you're more than welcome to comment below once this gets to our YouTube channel. But at this point, you're moot. You're silent when someone wants to discuss it with you logically, but you want to bark like a yippy little chihuahua when no one's going to respond to you. Fuck you. Don't, man up or shut up. Show us that this is a scam. Give us evidence. Prove it. This game you can get into with $45, which is less than most AAA games. Once you're in for $45, that's it. If you don't want to spend another dime, you don't spend another dime. You make your money in-game and buy your ships with that. Stop finding excuses to call it a scam. Quit spending $30,000 and $40,000 on their top tier. They do have a ship kit that costs $10,000, $15,000.
And names like Henry Cavill can pay it.
Exactly.
And they will. And that's fine.
And I'm sure Henry Cavill has more than one.
Yeah.
But stop spending that kind of money on it expecting it to be a AAA released game next month. You knew when you got into this, if you didn't do your research, you're an idiot. But you knew when you got into it, it was on the ground floor. And literally everything was, even the graphics were ground floor. So shut up and enjoy it as it goes.
Or don't enjoy it.
Or
Let
don't.
other people who do enjoy it.
Or I'll find the game that you like and I'll crap on it. And as far as Unilad, my bad, Unilad Tech, if you guys are out there, if one of y'all happens to be scrolling through the low end of the YouTube channels and finds this, we've mentioned you multiple times, why don't you fucking find something decent to write about? Because every year at CitizenCon, you come out with another, this is a scam, players think it's a scam, and you're trying to stay relevant. And it's kind of like those old Hollywood actors and actresses that have gone the way of the dodo trying to come back and be relevant. Shut up. Seriously, shut up. Find another topic. Or do your research. Real research. Tim, you know who you are. You wrote the last one, buddy. I won't say your last name, but I got you. I got your fucking number, bro. So, it is what it is. You can be part of this community and help grow and develop. Or you can sit in the sidelines and play
Donkey Kong, right?
fucking Five Nights at Freddy's or some bullshit kid game. Go play Minecraft and shit on it. Whatever. But since nobody decided to come in here and man up or woman up, I don't give a shit what your gender is. And actually make a logical argument that this is a scam or a sham in any way. Go on. Skip. To everybody else, Randy, appreciate you stopping in. Everybody else who stopped in and didn't say anything, we love you too. Be good to the person standing next to you. You never know what they're going through. And we will see you guys again tomorrow night for our regular program.
Regularly scheduled programming.
And good night to you all.
Good night.